coyotes howling. Let's get on with the show.
Welcome to Conversation Corner, brought to us by Lucille's Roadhouse, Airport Road in Weatherford. And we have Jared Jones with us.
Hey,
hello.
Good morning. Good morning.
Now, what is this? What is you're at First National Bank now. Is it executive vice president? Is that what I read? Okay.
Yeah.
So what does that mean? Because I get so, I don't work at the bank, so I don't know what.
Well, executive vice president over lending is just, it's you have different levels. You have vice presidents, and you have senior vice presidents, and you have executive vice presidents.
Oh.
And then you have Herschel.
And what were you before?
I was a senior.
Because you were in Hinton. Okay.
I was a senior vice president, yeah. So
for Hinton, right?
For the whole bank.
The whole thing.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I was in Hinton every day. But yeah, so I was the branch president at Hinton. So
there you go.
But now, did a little bit of a modified role. I'll still be in Hinton some, just not as much as I was. Blake Rehrman is now senior VP, and he's going to be the branch president at Hinton. So that's a good thing, good move for us. So.
Well, how inspiring! I want to hear your tips on how you can be a success in the business.
Plus, we got to talk about football.
Yeah,
playoffs.
Jared Jones is the color of the. He's what brings the broadcast alive.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to get Steven to save his voice tonight, and just
executive vice president
just
tonight.
do some color,
Yeah. You take over.
I'll run the play-by-play.
Probably going to have to do that, not to be honest, but. All right, we'll talk in just a moment. Jared Jones joining us this morning on Conversation Corner, brought to us by Lucille's Roadhouse.
Attention breakfast lovers! Stop in at Lucille's Roadhouse off Airport Road in Weatherford, where you can enjoy all-you-can-eat breakfast Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. The coffee is always freshly ground and ready to serve. While you're there, make sure to check out the great Made in Oklahoma products available in the gift shop. Lucille's Roadhouse, just off Airport Road in Weatherford, where you can enjoy all-you-can-eat breakfast Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. That's Lucille's Roadhouse.
Right now at the Home Depot, 'tis better to give and receive. Buy a Ryobi One Plus battery kit for just $149 and receive a select Ryobi One Plus tool free. Your choice from cordless drills to saws, even a radio. That'll make one powerful gift come Christmas morning. Actually, two powerful gifts. Buy a battery kit, get a tool for free. Only at the Home Depot. More saving, more doing. Valid through January 29th. Items must be scanned at checkout to apply while supplies last.
Mario Lopez here, and it's time for some straight talk. Look, you wouldn't spend more to get the exact same thing, would you? No, of course not. Who would? So when I tell you that Straight Talk Wireless runs on the same cell towers as the big guys but charges you a lot less, you see where I'm going with this, right? That's America's largest, most dependable 4G LTE networks for up to half the cost. Get the $45 unlimited plan from Straight Talk with 25 gigs of high-speed data and no contract, only at Walmart.
Kmart announces that Clinton store is closing forever. Millions in inventory must be sold, including all fashion clothing, shoes, toys, electronics, bed and bath, houseware, sporting goods, and more. Save 75% off plus an extra 10% off on all fine gold, silver, diamond, and gemstone jewelry. Gifts for all occasions. All fashion clothing 60 to 75% off. Get 45% and more off all toys. 40 to 50% off all holiday decorations and trim. Artificial Christmas trees are 50% off. Stock up for the holidays. Everything must go. Even the store fixtures are for sale. Only in the Kmart store in Clinton, 2501 Red Wheat Drive.
Shop Weatherford this holiday season and save your stamped receipts from participating merchants for your chance to win everything from chamber bucks to gift certificates, even a new car. Your next chance to spin the wheel of winning will be on December 5th in downtown Weatherford from 5 to 7 with a lighted bike parade at 6. Bring your kiddos in their bike, scooter, or wagon to participate. The lights will be supplied. Thanks to our corporate sponsors, Lucille's Roadhouse, Arivac Life Team, United Supermarket, Swasu, More Than Medicine, and Right Radio. For a full list of sponsors, see our ad in the WDN or the West Oak Weekly.
Hobart Stockyards annual cattle replacement sale is this Saturday, November 23rd, starting at 11 a.m. at the Hobart Stockyards on Highway 183 in Hobart. Lunch will be served. 200 young pairs, 125 bred cows, and 150 bred heifers will be available. For information, call Rex at 580-331-8547. Saturday, 11 a.m. Be at the Hobart Stockyards annual cattle replacement sale.
Your shopping expert Susie here with holiday savings at Save-A-Lot this week. Sweet potatoes are only 69 cents a pound, or get 10 pounds of russet potatoes for only $2.99. And Smithfield Shank portion ham is only $1.39 a pound.
Convenient shopping, low prices, great service, and they'll even carry out your groceries, all on Washington and Main in the Weatherford Shopping Center.
We're going to save a lot.
It's gonna be a great day. It's the Van and John Show on the Coyote.
Good morning. It's Conversation Corner brought to us by Lucille's Roadhouse, Airport Road in Weatherford. Jared Jones joining us.
Hey, good morning.
First National Bank and Trust. Got that promotion. I was hearing about it and hearing that actually banking's in your family and everything too, right?
Yeah. My dad's been a banker for 46 years. So
wow,
I've been doing it a long time. Started his career here in Weatherford. Obviously, that's where he was born and raised, and so it's where I was born until we moved to Kingfisher.
I feel like I should own a bank.
I think you should too.
I feel like
it's not a bad gig.
As much money as I've paid in overdraft fees,
yeah,
I feel like I should have some pretty good stock.
Yeah.
In a bank somewhere.
Those are kind of self-inflicted wounds, though.
Yeah, right. Yeah. But I'm saying they should go towards something like just raise it up, and I can have interest in the bank's, portfolio or something.
We can look at that.
And so, well, yeah, and they're not self-inflicted. I agree, but I feel like the fact that they even allow it to happen, right, is pretty. Is shady the right word?
No, shady's not the
shady.
Right word.
I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, I feel like it's the full.
I used to be when Bobby and I first got married, and we had like a penny all the time. I mean, literally going through the cushions of the car seat to see if we could maybe buy a 99-cent burger or something like that.
Split it in half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And those days, well, it was called. I remember the account that we had, our first checking account. It was called the Winner account.
Yeah.
Winning.
And. I was like, how is this winning? Because one of the things that it had on it, and this was a big deal then, it's probably like this now all the time, but it had, you got a pass for like 5 overdraft. Like they would, you'd get charged for it, but you could have 5 hot checks.
Right.
And I'm like, that should actually be called the loser's account. What's winning about that,
Yeah.
And I'd get so upset with my husband because it'd be like $3 at the convenience store. And then, it was $23 because I'm like, oh, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, those were the days.
Yeah.
The good old days.
Yeah, the good old days.
Call that. Well, anyways, congratulations on your.
Thank you.
So do we have to address you differently now?
No,
No,
it's just Jared.
Mr. Vice President?
No.
Should you play like Marilyn Monroe when you come in the room?
No, just Jared.
Something like that?
What happens with that? Do they have like this is like they post it and here's this job opening, or is it like, hey, come on in here. I want to let you know that you've been awarded this.
Yeah, no, we post for jobs, post internally, so everybody has an equal opportunity to.
Does this make you a board member now?
Yes.
Yeah, you're a board member now.
Oh, he gets to vote.
See, and
get rid of overdraft fees.
I think a lot of this happens because you're so good at your pork butt.
Oh, did you say you had a nice butt? Is that what just happened?
She said pork butt.
Pork butts.
Yeah. Call it what you will, Jared. I mean, it's kind of.
That's
nice
a game
butt.
changer.
Lots
right?
going on there. I'm really excited about that coming up. It's not till April, but.
Well, I'm talking about Customer Appreciation Day. I was watching you.
Oh, okay. You're talking about that. I thought you were going to Porkapalooza.
Getting that all smoking those pork butts.
Yeah, 225 pounds.
Gosh.
At one time.
And just pulled the bone out like nothing.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't even have to jiggle, just pulled it
He's
out.
an expert. In fact, Jared even makes house calls from what I hear.
Yes.
That if you're looking for a guy that has no idea what he's doing and needs a lot of help in that area, you know what I'm talking about, right? The grill.
Yeah.
The grill, yes. That's exactly
the grill. You come over to, for example, Vanessa's house.
Yeah,
and you gave Bobby like a one-on-one lesson.
I mean, I knew that you were a good guy, but you were just such a good guy. Like I was dumbfounded. I'm like, who does this? No one would do this.
Oh, I'm passionate though.
So
Passionate about
nice.
barbecue, and I know Bobby likes it too. So.
Well, he had because we got this really nice grill for Christmas or whatever it was.
Yeah, he's got a
years
pellet
ago.
smoker.
Yeah.
He's got a Traeger.
Yeah, a pellet smoker, and so we're trying to do all different kinds of things and stuff, and he decides he's going to do a brisket.
Ooh.
And I was like, well, I don't know if this is how a brisket is supposed to be, and I don't notice it because half of it goes in the trash or what. But, like it's just as hard as a brick.
Yeah.
And he's like, all right, now I'm going to do the pork butt. And I said, before you even think about doing another thing of meat, especially pork butt, you need to talk to Jared Jones. He goes, do you think that he'll tell me and help me with it? I said, well, sure. He can at least tell you what not to do, right? If he doesn't want to share his secrets, I understand.
Yeah,
but
there's no secrets to great barbecue.
When I was watching it too, I said, I already know some of the things that he uses.
Yeah.
Slap your mama and
She's taking notes.
Yeah.
That's right. Write it down.
Yeah, you guys spawned Porkapalooza, what, 2 years ago?
Yeah, this will be our third one coming up in April. Yeah.
And that kind of, just took your passion and wanted to turn it into an event?
Yeah, well, I just, my cooking partner and I had done contests, kind of all over the state. We hadn't really gone outside of Oklahoma like some of the big teams, but just it's a perfect fit. Whether the town of Weatherford and the facilities that we've got and the people we've got, and it's like, if any town in Oklahoma should host one of these, it's us.
It makes sense. And then hundreds and hundreds of people have turned out.
And you tried out the barbecue from the one of the guys that was here, and he just won recently.
Yeah, so that's one thing about our contest. So the first year we had it, Butcher Barbecue won, and then he goes on and wins the American Royal.
Wow.
And we're talking about like against 300 teams. And so then this year we had a stacked field. So Boomerang Barbecue that comes in from Texas, he's the leading team in KCBS points. He's the number one team in the United States. So he was here and he did really well at our contest. The team that won won the American Royal in brisket. So he had the best brisket in the nation.
Wow.
And then Clark Crew Barbecue, who's opening a new restaurant there on Northwest Expressway in Oklahoma City. Can't wait. Talk about a road trip.
Yes.
I'm gonna see if I can talk the school into giving us Big Red, and we're gonna load up about 75 people.
Oh wow, that'd be cool.
When this deal opens, because literally, he's definitely in the argument for probably the winningest guy in barbecue of all time.
Wow.
And so he comes down, does great at our contest. I think he finished third here. And but he just won the Jack Daniel's World.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, so the last 2 years, the teams that have won our contest have won the American Royal and won the Jack Daniel's. So
it's crazy.
It's just it's great.
Yeah, and it's where Macaroni Grill used to be.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And he was telling me, I don't know if he changed his mind, but when I got to talk to him, of course, this was months before he had really gotten into the finishing touches. He was saying they were going to try to use that brick oven something to do some. I don't know. We'll see. But
yeah, they got
just the barbecue.
It's just his restaurant is just going to be phenomenal. So he's built on an entire smoke room, and so he's got these like 3,000 gallon smokers that are called Camelbacks. He's got them in this smoke room, and it's right off his restaurant. And you can see it. It's all glass, and so he's got an ice bar. In his restaurant. So like if you're having a cold beverage, you set it on the ice bar and it keeps your drink at like 34 degrees.
That's cool.
That's pretty awesome.
So it's going to be phenomenal.
Coldest Pepsi ever.
Yeah. And, and Oklahoma is just overrun with you got Butcher Barbecue. If you're on your way to Tulsa and you want to pull off the turnpike right there, they literally sell out every day. And just, phenomenal. You got Buffalo Barbecue up in Sperry. That's been a great contestant of ours for the last 3 years. He continually sells out. He was actually listed in a Tulsa publication for one of the top places to eat in the entire state.
Oh wow!
So it's great.
That's awesome. Well, tonight we're super excited. Second round of playoffs.
You bet.
Home game.
We are jacked up. Yeah, 2 home games, district champs. So that's always one of the good things you get when you win your district is, for the most part, you get 2 home games. You win.
It's Salisal is coming into town after we talked about this earlier, their monster win over Grove that hold 9-7.
Yeah, defensive battle.
The final.
Yeah.
And Weatherford, of course, has been playing great. Jackson Ratteries, I think, had a very successful season back there, and they've kind of just offensively, though, production wise, it's kind of been spread out. They used a lot of guys, I guess is my point.
Yeah, Weatherford's got a lot of weapons.
Yeah.
A lot of weapons. They've got Michael Mayfield. They've got Ethan Downs, Jackson Rattery, Sam Hoffman, Brett Bozart. And I could go on and on and on about we just got a ton of talent on this football team, and it's a really good team.
Very divert, very pass run.
Yeah, and so and give credit to the coaches because and we're going to have to see some of that tonight because I listened to the sports earlier and I agree with everything that Steven said, and I think he's right on. But
you could understand what he was saying.
Yeah.
Did your eyes water a little bit?
A little bit, yeah. But I will tell you this: I think Salisal comes in tonight, and I think it's going to be one of the better defenses we've seen all year.
Yeah.
Their 4 down linemen on the defensive side are really good, and they like to blitz a lot. So they're not great in, at least my opinion, they're not great in secondary coverage or on the corners, and they're good on linebacker, but they're aggressive. They really use those 4 down linemen to get in your backfield, and then they'll bring blitzes from the linebackers. They'll bring blitzes from the corners. So I think you're going to see us really diversified, and we're going to throw some screens. I'm sure we're going to try to open it up with some passes, get them to over pursue, and kind of get their defense back on their heels a little bit, and then open up the run game. And, because our run game, to me anyway, and I think a lot of people would agree with this. I think when you've got Jackson Rattery, who can throw and run, very shifty. You got Sam Hoffman, who, in my opinion, is one of the best running backs in the state of Oklahoma. And then you got Ethan Downs back there that you can run at tight end, you can run at tailback, you can run at fullback, you can direct snap. If we can get Southsaw set back on their heels to where they're not putting so much pressure on us down with the 4 down linemen and bringing a lot of blitz, I think we can run on them. So
no, it makes sense. That's how you do it, right?
Yeah, that's how you do it.
Defensively, the other side of the ball, I feel like Weatherford's been kind of that bend don't break mentality for the whole year, and they'd give them a first down or two here or there, but then when it really seemed to be an important position or important stop, they seem to make it.
Yeah, and again, you take Malachi Johnson. You take Michael Mayfield at the corners. You got Jackson Ratty over the top at the safety position.
Who's in the middle? Who's over the top defensive lineman?
Well, you've got Abner Hirado. You've got Ethan Downs. You've got Raymond Pleasant. You've got B.J. Ransom.
There we go. B.J.'s who I was trying to remember.
B.J. Ransom. They're all good.
Yeah.
Sean Williams is a senior this year. And he's having.
Oh man, he's so tall.
Yeah, he's having a tremendous year.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's doing just a
awesome.
great job from his defensive end position. So
he's such a good kid.
We're really talented on the defensive side of the ball, and so that's where I think it gives Weatherford the advantage tonight because our great offense against their good defense, I think is going to be a good matchup. They're not so strong offensively as we are defensively. So, I think it's going to be a deal where we can shut them down defensively, and then we'll find ways to score on offense.
I was trying to think of BJ because, of course, I remember a couple plays of him where literally the ball snapped and he's in the backfield in 2 seconds. He's just got such quick feet.
Yeah, they're so quick. So.
And then, of course, Ethan's a stud, we all know, and OU commit, and it's going to be they're fun to watch.
Yeah, they are fun to watch. And those guys like Abner Hirado and Raymond Pleasant and those guys, Sean, from his defensive end position.
How tall is Sean Todd?
6'6".
Okay, because I remember asking him. Well, he's just shot up. I mean, he was already tall, but he just shot up over the summer. And I said, or right before the summer started, I guess. But I said, "What? How tall are you?" And he goes, "I don't know."
That would be an answer you'd get. I don't know.
Are you gonna get any taller? He goes, "How would I? I don't know."
Right? Is there a book somewhere?
But that's crazy.
Yeah, he's 6'6", and he's very athletic. So he has a good ability to come out of his stance and extend with his arms and create space, and then move to take the tackle. So I mean, he's having a wonderful senior campaign season. So very proud of him.
That's awesome. Very, very cool. It's going to be a lot of fun tonight. Of course, kickoff at 7:30.
7:30, yeah.
7:30. Don't miss it. Dress warm.
Yeah.
Wear your long johns. Wear your long sleeve stuff. And if you can't make it out to the game, of course, you can listen to Jared and Steven there on.
And I'm a big baby, but Heston did promise a space heater in the.
Don't burn the press box down.
Shouldn't burn.
But he did promise a space heater, so.
I mean,
perfect.
Again, don't burn the press box down. I mean, don't get me wrong; they need a new one
They have such safety features. I'm just don't know
bad.
how.
All right, we'll have Chief Carlin come in and he'll tell you how.
Oh, I know.
It's pretty easy how it works. It's called heat against.
It's called the old ones.
Rotting wood. Which, if you've ever been on the floor of that press box, it's nothing but rotting wood.
Well, they got new plywood over the top of that.
They got new plywood over the old plywood?
Oh, that's fine.
When you go in there over the summer, it was, okay, don't step here, don't step here, don't step there.
Yeah.
But, I'm also a large guy, and certain things have to meet a certain code for me to walk on them.
Yeah. But anyway, I think it's going to be a great game tonight. I think special teams will come into play tonight, especially on kickoff return. And being able to get good field position on them, make them drive the full length of the field. And just, same stuff we talk about every week. We want to have some long, sustained drives and that way keep the ball out of their hands,
It's a must-win game.
Oh, yeah, they all are a must-win game. But, it's exciting because this is the quarterfinals. If we get the win tonight, most likely we go to a neutral field somewhere. If you ask me who I think that's going to be, my bet's going to be on Tuttle. So
Nope, I'm taking the other side.
you taking that side?
Yep.
Okay.
Who is that? Oh my goodness! Why did you have to? Who's Tuttle playing?
Now you're going to ask me.
Oh no, I had it. I have the other side though. When I picked my bracket or whatever it's called.
I got it right here, I think.
Okay.
Cash plays Poto. Tuttle plays Broken Bow.
There you go. I'll take Broken Bow tonight.
Tuttle's 10-1. Broken Bow's 8-4.
I know.
Yeah, so we'll see.
I'm just telling you.
But that'd be fine. I mean, honestly, this team that we've got this year, we can play with anybody.
Tuttle's going to win like 90-0 just because I'm terrible at this. But I do. And mind you, I have a very small sample size. I watched highlights of one game. That was last week.
But I think it'd be very exciting for the guys, the coaches, the staff, and everybody that supports them to be able to, get to the semifinals, go to a neutral field,
Yeah.
big hype.
Big hype, big game. And then next thing you know, you're playing the state championship.
There you go.
That's all you got to do.
Playing for that gold ball.
That's it. Jared Jones, the Executive Vice President at First National Bank and Trust. And thank you so much for your time this morning.
Yeah, anytime.
And we'll listen to you, Steve McTeer, tonight, 7:30. Pregame begins at 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
KWEY.com. You can watch and listen to Jared and Steven, and, of course, watch the game online at Coyote TV.
Steven's going home to get underneath the humidifier and get the
Poor guy is struggling, but he's right. There's not a bit. We had a basketball last night. We've got more football tonight, and basketball tomorrow night.
Yeah.
So, he gets a full workout in with the voice. Vanessa, it's your turn.
What do you think?
It's my turn. Well, I appreciate you coming in.
You bet.
And congratulations once again.
Thank you.
And we'll hear you tonight.
Yep, be there.
Conversation Corner is brought to us by Lucille's Roadhouse on the Coyote.
24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Your home for fresh country hits and Coyote country classics. We are KWEY FM, Clinton, Weatherford, Elk City.
KWEY.